Good day, people. I'm so glad to tell you that that book has arrived. Some of you were waiting for the paper copy. So, Ace's 10 Steps of Dealing with Grief is now available on paper. And just to dedicate this to the countless number of people out of there who are mourning and dealing with grief in any type or form, your life is precious to me, and I'm here to tell you that you do matter. To those desperate and hoping to for just one good night's sleep without feeling the pain and the sorrow in your hearts, and you have no idea how to deal with this thing called grief, this is my humble offering, which I've sort of dedicated to you so that we could look at it and see how it is. So I'm just going to page through maybe and look at a little chapter which I can just give you a sneak preview of where you are. There's no formula to mourn. That's on the step number 4. Tears run down your cheeks, they dry and they run the same cheeks again, and sometimes with no joy in sight. The heart aches, followed by an outpouring of emotions, and a numb feeling rushes through your body. Then all that you see is darkness. Your thoughts race, and you think the next day will be better because healing must start soon. It might begin today when I wake up, you would assure yourself, but it never comes. There's a debate between death and life. The mind tries to reason with grief, but grief seems adamant to disregard the plea of my mind. I want to sleep in the dark so that I can avoid this day, but it is tough to forget the one that left. As I write this, I'm starting to define loss afresh. When it comes to hope, if I define it, as the lost shall be found, it becomes challenging to look for the definition of loss, as I know that being lost is not being rid of your breath. I also try to understand this beast called grief and wonder who described the persona of grief. I've decided to say grief is but a commotion of emotions, the chaos of the mind, and the Formula One of the thoughts all swimming in a numb body, mind, and soul. To the bereaved, every comforting effort is welcomed, but comforters are different. Some people are compassionate, but others are not emotionally intelligent to notice and read the body language of the bereaved. Some of the people who attempt to comfort the grieving are often judgmental. Then some want to hurry the emotions of the bereaved. It is always hard for those who are left to deal with the questions and the support, the emotional breakdowns. How I understood death from a professional perspective as a nurse became different when I was the one left grieving. There are a lot of social and cultural challenges that impact the way we grieve as people. Talking about death is not easy for many cultures, and the reaction to loss is also totally different. Whether one believes in a higher being, God, or the universe, as some say, people's beliefs and rituals surrounding death vary. I always looked at dying through the eyes of a medical professional. I now understand death very differently and intimately because I was robbed of one too many loved ones. I respect death from the viewpoint of understanding my reaction, my thought process, and how that affects the way I feel. There is no formula, and to be rushed through the process of mourning is not right. So that's just one chapter of the book. So if you want yours, it's now available on lulu.com or Amazon. If you want, you can maybe get in touch with me. I'm going to put details of how you can do that in the advert. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay safe.